Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. And I took off for a couple of days. I said I was going to give you guys um, a little bit more content than what I was going to give on my weekend special for the top 10 of the year, basically. So here's my top 10 for WWE Top 10 Superstars of 2016. Start off the list with The Miz. Now, The Miz had a hell of a match on, I think that's Battleground, when it was The Miz versus Cesaro versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. That four-way match created a lot of buzz for The Miz, and I like to think that that was the start of this new Miz that we see now with Maurice. Fucking, with that being said, The Miz hasn't done any bad promos. He's literally looked in the face of everyone that you put in front of him and beaten them. Even a nice little back and forth with Dolph Ziggler. I think this year is the most he's held the title in his whole career. With that being said, he had to make the list at number 10 because this is the best year he's ever had. And putting him anywhere else on the list is just retarded. Moving on to number 9, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler the same, just as The Miz. I think the feud with The Miz really helped his career because now you're looking at Dolph Ziggler as one of the top guys for WWE, especially on SmackDown anyway. He was just in a wild card match with Baron Corbin and AJ Styles last Thursday and lost. But in the same sense, you can't build Dolph Ziggler if he keeps losing. You lose interest. You lose the reason for people watching him. You just lose that. You don't. We're just saying it's just interest. But if he's not winning matches, you're not booking him in a winning program. Nobody's going to get behind Dolph Ziggler, and I hope that he could have a better year in 2017 than he did in 2016. Hell, even put the title on him once or twice. Have him go up against AJ Styles. I mean the heavyweight title, not just the Intercontinental. So, that's how I would like to see that. Moving on, Sami Zayn, number 8. Reason why Sami Zayn is number 8, and a lot of people, I've watched some people's top 10, and they didn't even include Sami Zayn. I think JD from New York was probably the only one that I think had Sami Zayn on his top 10 list. But Sami Zayn is a type K. Should have a heavyweight title by now. All the work he did in NXT, and since he moved up this year in from NXT, he should be a heavyweight guy. Now, I think the year prior to this, he was injured for that whole year. After I think John Cena tried to apply a Kimura lock and did it wrong and did something with his neck, which I think almost left him paralyzed. If I'm correct. But Sami Zayn's back in the ring. He's still doing these high flying moves, all that stuff that made you believe in Sami Zayn. And for the love of God, when he hit the Blue Thunder Bomb, can he please win a match with the fucking Blue Thunder Bomb? Can he not only just beat Kevin Owens, can he beat somebody else? I think he beat Braun Strowman at a pay-per-view, but that was via count out. That wasn't a pinfall. So it's just, what the fuck are you doing with Sami Zayn? If you're not going to do anything with him on Raw, move him to SmackDown. Simple. SmackDown have a lot more choices what they can do with Sami Zayn. And speaking of Sami Zayn, he's going to be on my news clip this week with as far as his feelings on how he should be booked and why he feels though he's not a cruiserweight. That's also going to be on there. So listen to that. That'll probably come out later today before my Raw review. So listen to that because I haven't done any news and rumors or anything like that. I got some big shit planned to give y'all, but I haven't done it yet. So number 7, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, after coming back off an injury, I think he came back at Battleground, and it was no, was it Battleground? It was Battleground. Wherever Roman Reigns and AJ Styles met up for the second time, that's when Seth Rollins came back. And I even said then that if you're turning him heel and he's coming back, and that big pop that he got from the crowd when he came back, you should have threw the title on him then. You should have threw the title right on him. Because now it's a slow build. I know you want to have that Triple H versus Seth Rollins match, that big match at WrestleMania, and they could have still did that. You could have gave Rollins the title. He lose the title to fucking Kevin Owens, making Kevin Owens the first two-time Universal Champion. But you also gave Seth Rollins another title. I mean, again, I think what they're doing on Raw with these lengthy championship runs. I think the last one was Seth Rollins, and he almost beat CM Punk's record had he not got injured. So I guess they're trying to do that, make that a major thing. And I feel as though with Seth Rollins, if you're gonna build him as a face, you gotta have him go up against a fucking dominant heel. You know, don't get me wrong, I like Kevin Owens. I just don't think they're booking Kevin Owens right for that role as a dominant heel. So I would like to see, you know, after the draft maybe in 2017, I would like to see Seth Rollins with the Universal title or the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Either way it plays out, you gotta get a title around him. He's too talented to be booked on a week-to-week basis, and they're not squash matches, but they really don't have any substance. Like the feud with him and Chris Jericho. What the fuck? Where does he benefit off of that? Where does Jericho benefit off of that? I mean, I know it makes a good joking, a running joke or whatever. You got fucking Sparkle Crotch out of it. You got fucking the list of Jericho out of it. But what does it do for their careers? They're not putting their lives on the line or doing high-flying moves or anything like that in their matches, except pay-per-views. Because the pay-per-view match between Jericho and Seth Rollins was pretty good. So I'm going to throw that out there. Number 6 would be Kevin Owens. I fucking like Kevin Owens. I like Kevin Owens ever since ROH. I hate the way WWE is booking him. If I had to call it, I would say they're booking him like a paper champion. They're just waiting for Finn Balor or whoever the next big name is to come back and take the title from him. You know, he can't win a match by himself, and this is why I say they're booking him as a paper champion, because at the beginning of the year, Kevin Owens was going out there, him, Sami Zayn, tearing it the fuck up, giving 20-minute matches that was actually worth a goddamn. It was entertaining. It was fucking. You felt like Sami Zayn was going to fucking die going up against Kevin Owens. And since he's had the title, I haven't seen that Kevin Owens around. I would like to see the old Kevin Owens come back and reclaim the title. I want him to lose it. He got to lose it at some point. It's just, who is he going to lose it to? I would prefer Finn Balor. I would like Seth Rollins. You can even do Jericho at WrestleMania, because he's going after WrestleMania any fucking way. You could do Jericho at WrestleMania. So, you know, have a tournament to reclaim, to crown a new Universal Champion. You know, that would somewhat pan out for the better of the company if they do the feud or whatever, however they do it. Randy Orton, outside being one of the newest members of the Wyatt family, Randy Orton has had a pretty much a fucking decent comeback. A great year. He's been back since SummerSlam, even though he got fucked up by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, which gave him a concussion, which he missed the following pay-per-view. I mean, he showed up, but he wasn't involved in a lengthy match because of this concussion. He was not healthy. And WWE decided to run with him and Bray Wyatt for the main event anyway. I personally would have liked, you know, Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz for that pay-per-view to end, but whatever the fuck happened with that. Randy Orton, as far as this year, has shown that this is why they call him the Viper, so on and so forth. What I would like to see is where they're going with this feud with him and Bray Wyatt. it looks like it has no end, and it's going to just keep going and keep going. It just lost the tag team titles last Thursday, so I want to see, are they like I said before, are they booking him like Daniel Bryan? Because the Daniel Bryan feud only lasted 3 weeks until he won the heavyweight title. So if they booking him like that, because that would work for me. I'm just trying to figure out how you gonna put Cena, AJ, Undertaker, and Randy Orton all in the same match. A fatal 4-way? No. That's too many big names. It's too many big names. And then who eats the loss? All men have had a great year, but who would you have lose that match? I wouldn't give it to AJ. No, I wouldn't let him lose. Y2J. Y2J is his own fucking island. That's how good he is. He's the best reincarnation of Chris Jericho is in 2016. The list of Jericho, the scarf of Jericho, all these things have made Raw entertaining. Because without these things, Raw would have been fucked up. Definitely. I think Jericho, him, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, put the company on his back, the brand, rather, on his back, and they just ran with it, man. I think Jericho had one of the funniest fucking promo segments in the past 10 years. One of the, with the Sparkle Crotch incident, I thought that was hilarious. Vince McMahon thought it was hilarious. That's why you still see Seth Rollins. You still hear Sparkle Crotch every once in a blue. So, Jericho, of course, is leaving in 2017. I know he's coming back. He got to come back because, again, the WWE doesn't have anybody right now. And I think they're reaching out to old employees, new hires, and trying to make their product bigger, make it better, give us a reason to watch Raw or SmackDown on Monday and Tuesday nights. They're signing Kurt Angle. That's official. So that's one of the big major returns in 2017. With the signing of Kurt Angle, they're building their rosters. I want to see where they go with it, though. I heard that they were supposed to be signing EC3, fucking Chris Hero, a lot of indie names. So I'm just imagining if they get these 5 indie names and just beefing up their roster just a little bit more, where are they gonna go with it? How are they gonna do it? I think one of the reasons why Chris Hero left is because he wasn't being used properly in NXT, and even with the feud that he had with William Regal. And William Regal was the manager. That feud didn't last long, and I think right after that feud he left. So, I want to see with these cats, with the returning cats and the brand new cats, how are they going to get mixed in to the shuffle? Okay, number 3, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Number 3, John Cena. The reason why John Cena even made the fucking list, I'm not a Cena fan, but you can't deny Cena. It's just like one of those, all right, Hulk Hogan back in the day. I personally did not like Hulk Hogan in not WWE, WCW, but you couldn't deny that he was doing the best work of his fucking life in WCW. You know what I mean? That fucking WWE afraid to turn Hulk Hogan heel. WCW did it and made millions. I mean, of course they fucked up and bellied up and is no longer with us, but the decision to turn John Cena heel, I think, would be the equivalent of turning Hulk Hogan heel. It would make the most sense. Fuck, give him a little stable, throw a couple of cats in there that's been shit on by the WWE. You could throw Dolph Ziggler in there. Couple of good cats that just turned heel. They had to turn heel. There's no other way to get around it. And again, I've been talking about this shit for months now. The best way to turn Cena heel is have him go against the Undertaker. Give him a whole year of a heel turn. I don't care where you start his heel turn at, but have him go against the Undertaker. And probably I would start it right there. He had to cheat to beat the Undertaker. It's not beating the streak. It's a retirement match. It's over. And then have him go up against all the big names. Not being the same old John Cena. Not that you can't